This is some Druid Karn, devoted Druid with Karn. So I get 4 cards deep to hit a Druid. I think that's fine. My backup plan is just to land a Karn. It's probably fine here. Okay. All right, backup plan it is. We still get to dig one. We're digging 1 card deeper still. Okay. Looks like we're up against blue-white control. Was Panda Pig, by the way, the same player we played last time? I wasn't paying attention. I'm just gonna drop a threat here. I'm not gonna really try to combo. I think this might be the same opponent. Blue Panda Pig. Panda and Pig. No. Not the same opponent. If it was the same opponent, they would have fetched up a cycling land instead of a shock land there. This hand is so bad. I had hope with that turn 1 Oath of Nissa. So I assume they're going to counter the finale. This hand does look like a mid-range deck. Just getting a breeding pool. Not that I need it, but make my opponent think about more things. I was not expecting that to resolve. So what do I grab here? I think I just go Devoted Druid, make them interact with it, and go from there. I don't mind if they path it even, because I have more finales. I guess I do run Lunge, so if they path it, maybe I should put it in the graveyard. I don't care about that, though. Yeah, Karn's pretty good. Look at this hand, opponent. Stuck on 3 lands. I think I'd rather this be in the graveyard in case I draw a Lunge here. Oh, I can't. Duh. Look at this pro play here. I can't kill Druid when Vizier's in play. So just win the game with this Oath of Nissa here. Sure. Oh, that was brutal. That was brutal. Oh, all right. Let's cry a little bit. Let's get Blight. Alright, this hand is not looking as good thanks to that surgical. Like, I don't think we can win after that, right? Like, I really don't think we can win after that line. Another surgical. We're at the point where blue-white control is mainboarding 2 surgicals. Alright, well, we'll just try to race you. You are at 10 life. Okay, so best possible draw is probably Karn at this point. Or just a Ballista even. Just a fair Ballista might be enough. Opponent took the wrong card. Especially since I knew I had a Vizier in hand. And if I drew a Knight of Autumn, not that they know I don't run that main, but if they drew a Knight of Autumn, they could have, What are you surgicaling now? Sure. I could have blown that up and get a free ETB off of VWit. I think they definitely should have taken the Vizier there. Alright. Snap, oust, that's game. Let's bring in the gate. Is that it? Okay. How do I cut? Cut a land. My opponent's going to be kind enough to path me a lot. This hand's fine. Turn 1 Arbor Elf with Negate backup and Karn. It's not a fast combo hand, but I think this hand is fine. This hand kind of showcases what I like about this Karn deck and the way I can attack from a different angle, which I always like decks that can attack from multiple angles. It's one thing that I like about the zombie deck is it can grind really well and it can just drain through an opponent. All right. Teferi. Nice. Now, I could have held up Negate, but I don't value Negate at the moment. I don't want to... My opponent's not going to do anything turn 2 that I probably want to negate, so I'd rather just chip in for 1 damage. Like, if they path my Arbor Elf, he did his job. What do you guys think, chat? Do I counter this? I don't think I do. I think I just let it happen. Okay. So we win next turn if our opponent can't kill Devoted Druid. Path this. I'm fine with that. It gives me Karn mana. I didn't kill it, no. So I could Ballista their Snap, or I can just drop Karn. I think Karn is just very, very strong here. Especially against a 2-power creature. Sure. So next turn I can Teferi. If I draw a land, I can Teferi with negate back up. Okay, they have their own Teferi. Remember, Oath of Nissa's out, so I can cast Teferi for pretty much free. I think I like this. Protect my planeswalkers. I can get another Ballista from the Karn, or I can just get a Wormcoil. They should have Narsetted first. Okay. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Okay. I could keep negate up to negate their path. I think I like that a lot. Should uptick lit first. Time Reveler, you mean? I'm gonna uptick both. I can Oath of Nissa. If I hit a land, I can still hold negate up. I think I just want to hold negate up. I think it's more important than trying to be mana efficient, because if I don't hit a land, then I can't hold negate up, and I need to be able to negate this path. Or that. Either one is an answer to the Druid. Little t, got it. If opponent passes turn without pathing, alright. Want 3, 4, 5. I'm going to let this happen, and then I can lattice lock my opponent. And that should be game. That just kind of shows how powerful Karn is. Like, Duskwatch Recruiter could not have done that for me. Duskwatch Recruiter would not have... He may have drawn me a couple cards, but he wouldn't have just single-handedly won the game without Devoted Druid in play. This is fine. I got a turn 1 Utopia Sprawl. Again, I'm normally against blue-white control. I'd be looking for hands that have fast Druid combo or some sort of redundancy. This hand doesn't have that. I think I'm just going to go a basic forest so it can't be hit with Field of Ruin. And I want blue. Blue for negate. I can always Eternal Witness the Catacombs back if I need to. Okay. Wait. Karn is... I don't think he's broken. I just think he's really, really good. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 available mana. I can cast Druid and hold up and negate if they have an action right now, which I think they will. I can try to jam Teferi. I think I just want to play Druid. Yeah, let's take the free land. Free mana is actually really good here, especially without mana dorks. And plus, not having Druid in the graveyard so they can surgical it seems really important. A good draw here would be Ballista, so I can kill Jace. Yeah, that was kind of what I was playing with. Like, that one land can cast him by himself. Arbor Elf would be pretty sweet here with that. There's Arbor Elf. Alright, let's cast a fairy. Draw an Oath. Play an Oath. And then I'm going to shock that in. Opponents never Fate Seal. People who play Jace just always get so greedy with it. Like, they can lock me out of the game with a Fate Seal here. Well, they could have. Players are drawn to the allure of cantripping, putting extra cards in their hand. It's just this... It feels fun. It feels like you're doing things, but Brainstorm is very strong, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're winning the game. Okay. I think I'll negate that. And then pass turn. It's amazing how much better I am against control just by adding Teferi. Like, my opponent can't do anything here, and now they're just dead, right? I haven't actually done the math yet, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're just lattice locked. Three, four, five. Yeah, I mean, they're just dead here. Unless I misclick. Good games, opponent. Like, that was very powerful. I don't think a regular Druid list could have pulled out like that. Yeah, as soon as my opponent tapped out, well, I needed 10 mana. Splinter Twin needs 7. But as soon as my opponent tapped out, they were just dead. That was very, very strong. I liked that a lot. And it didn't require me to like try to have mana on their end step and like play around and like that. No, I just play Karn, you're dead. Very powerful. So that was that. Any other MTG requests, or do you guys want to see some FTL? I felt like Ian and Ron really wanted to see FTL. What do you want, Chris? What do you want, rest of the chat? You only need 4 mana for a twin, but it's 7 mana overall, and you can break it down for 2 turns. Yeah. Hey, Wolf. Yeah, I'll show you the zombie list. I already played that earlier, and that will be up on YouTube, and then it'll be a recast of it. But this is the zombie list right here. So to break it down a little bit here, we have, it looks like it's Orzhov because it is Orzhov, but it really can't run any white cards sideboard because we only, unless they're a creature, because you only run 8 actual white sources. Cavern just helps us cast the zombies. The cute interactions I've been able to find is that Dark Salvation is really good in this deck. It's not just a late game, oh, let me get 3 or 4 zombies, kill something. Sometimes it's a fatal push. Sometimes it's like, oh, kill your Tarmogoyf for 1 mana, swing in. Kill your Devoted Druid, kill your whatever. Diregraph Colossus is really, really strong, especially when in conjunction with Wayward Servant. If you can have both of them in the play at the same time and then just have a Carrion Feeder Gravecrawler loop where you sacrifice to Feeder and just keep looping, you're going to gain a ton of life and get a ton of zombies in play. You might even be able to win without actually engaging in combat. This deck can win through Bridge. Now, I can't win through Bridge and Rest in Peace, but it can win through Bridge. Well, I guess it could win through Bridge and Rest in Peace just by draining my opponent 20 times, but that's going to take a while. It almost has like a combo feel with Crypt Breaker sometimes. I've compared Crypt Breaker, so Crypt Breaker has a lot of text. Let's So Crypt Breaker, you can tap 3 zombies and draw a card and lose life. That's something that's like, I keep comparing it to Heritage Druid, because that's honestly what it feels like. Instead of getting more mana, it's drawing me cards, which in conjunction with Ether Vial kind of lets me just dump my hand. Also, with the fact that this deck has 21 drops. I don't think I ever played a deck with 21 drops before. Like, Death Shadow decks came close if you count Gurmag Angler, but it's a really low curve deck. And the other mode is pay 2, discard a card, make a zombie. So I can pay 2, discard an extra land or Gravecrawler or an extra Vial, and start putting more zombies into play, which will make Dark Salvation better, which will make Wayward Servant better, which can make Carrion Feeder bigger, or I can just put more bodies in play to win a game. So been really impressed with this list. My record with it right now is pretty impressive, if I do say so. Um, 13 wins, 5 losses. This is with the black-white zombies. So you can see here what I've beaten. Red is what I've lost to, and the location that it took place in. The deck really can't beat Infect. Can't beat Storm. The Bridgevine loss was really close. And Is It Phoenix? You can see I wrote Flood as a note. I think I drew at one point. I'd seen 16 cards, 9 of them were lands and 20 land deck. Like you're just not winning that you're not winning that game. Do I think 3-color fetch lands at shock for 3 would be too overpowered? I don't think they'd see play. Like maybe like in some Death Shadow decks. So yes, I guess they'd see play in Death Shadow. That's something Grixis Death Shadow might be interested in. So you're saying like an Esper fetch, you can get an island, a swamp, or a plains, but you lose 3 life instead of 1? Is that what you're saying? So normally a fetch you lose 1 life. If you you lose 3. I don't know. I mean that's a lot. That's 15% of your life total. That's a lot. 3-color shock. Yeah, that would see play. Yeah, that would definitely see play. 3-color fetch, maybe not. You don't really need that. But 3-color shock, even if it's just one of them. 3-color shock is yeah, that would definitely see play. I don't think it'd be overpowered. No. I mean, honestly, most people are probably just going to play it tapped. And, I mean, Gemstone, Cavern, you already have access to lots of... Multicolor decks already have access to lots of colored mana sources. I don't think it'd be overpowered. No. I definitely think it'd be a one-of in every 3-color deck. Like, turn 1 that tapped would be fine. And certain decks might want to go, like a Grixis Death Shadow might go turn 1 shock that into play, or bolt that into play. It'd be a bolt land, and Thoughtseize, and then all of a sudden you're pretty well off there. But it's only 1 more life, but for guaranteed. I think it's an absolute inclusive one of in Modelists. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. So what do you guys want to do? I think I want to show you guys FTL. It's been something I wanted to do a little bit. So I'm going to actually end the stream and then restart it right away. So I will see you in a second.